Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Emma, I am your Pilates instructor, and today I'm going to be taking you through a Pilates based workout to help relieve back pain. We're going to be activating some of the muscles to help support your lower back as well as stretching. It is going to be nice and slow, suitable for all levels. You don't need any equipment except a mat or a soft surface. Let's get straight into it. Nice laying position. So I want you to just find your way onto your mat. For me, we're going to plant the feet firmly into the mat. You're going to have your hands by your side, and if it helps you, just close the eyes for a second here. Now I want you to really feel your body melting into the mat. Whether you've had a long day sitting at work, maybe you've been carrying your kids around, whatever stress you have on the body right now, I want you to just use this class to really relieve that stress, both through movement and through the use of breath. So we're going to inhale deeply through the nose, and we're going to exhale nice and long through the mouth, allowing that tension in the body to release. Feel the floor beneath you and really sink your weight into that floor. Really allow that tension to just disappear with each long exhale. Now as we move through our sequence, I want you to focus on the breath the entire time. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. After that next exhale, bring your attention to your feet. Make sure they are pressing evenly into your mat. We're going to keep those feet planted now. You're going to tilt your pelvis towards you. You're going to flatten your lower back into the mat. And then continue to lift your hips up as you find a bridge. So gently roll up through your spine. Feel each individual vertebrae lifting separately. At the top, you might begin to activate those glutes gently. Pause. And then release down by lowering from the chest first and reversing that roll down through your spine. We have 2 more here. Now we are focusing on that mobility in the back. So I really want you to imagine that your spine is maybe a lovely string of pearls. Now each individual pearl or individual vertebrae is lifting separately. We keep it slow and controlled. Now as you do your last one, bring your attention back to your breath. So inhale at the bottom. Exhale as you tilt the pelvis towards you and roll up. Inhale at the top. Exhale as you roll back down, reversing that movement here. Now this time we're going to inhale at the bottom. Keep feeling that ground beneath your feet. As you find your exhale, this time you're lifting the hips straight up into a bridge. So now we're using those glutes to drive the movement up and then gently lowering back down with that inhale. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. If your eyes are closed, open them now. Look up towards the ceiling. Make sure your head and neck are released. And then again, begin to focus on those glutes. Really important to have strong glutes here to support your lower back, to relieve a bit of tension off that lower back. Now, as you do your bridge, it's not about how high you can come. You don't want to arch into that lower back. You want to keep the core slightly active and actually come a little bit lower than you think. So that we're really finding the work in the glutes and the core and not the lower back. We want to work to relieve that tension, not build tension there. Exhale up. Inhale down. Let's take 3 more here. So we're going to find an activation in the glutes, but we don't want to overwork them here. We go for 2. Now on that next one, you're going to stay up in your bridge, and we're just going to take it into a few pulses to deepen that work in those glutes. Make sure your hips are not too high. We want to have a nice decline from the knees to the hips. So we're not arching that lower back. We're keeping that core on. We pulse for another 5, 4, 3, 2. Now on one, you're gonna lower your hips down to the mat. Keep the feet planted for now. Now on the mat, I want you to feel that your hips are nice and level. That means we're not tilting the pelvis towards us. We're not tilting it away. We're keeping that nice level position here. You might have a tiny little gap between your lower back and the mat if that is how your body works. If it is, I want you to keep that gap here. Make sure those hips stay level. Hands stay by your side. Let's activate that space between those two hip bones gently. So gently squeeze the core. Now you're gonna float your legs up into tabletop. Now tabletop, you want your knees over your hips and your shins parallel to your mat. We wanna keep that sort of right angle position of the legs. Activating that core without tilting your pelvis. You're gonna tap your right toes down to the mat. Then you're gonna use that deep inner core to lift the right leg back up. We alternate sides, tap down, lift up. Be careful to keep that right angle with the leg. So you're tapping the leg slightly away from you here. Draw up through those abs to pull the leg back in. Now we don't want to be bringing tension to the lower back. So if you are feeling it in the lower back, maybe you want to place the feet down and rather just float one foot up, then lower that foot all the way down and alternate sides here. That's going to bring a bit more stability for the lower back. If you can, keep the legs in tabletop. Let's exhale as we tap. Inhale to lift. Now we are trying to work into that lower belly, those deep inner abs. Bring a little bit of tension here or work here so that we can make sure that it's active to support our lower back, one of the most important muscles for the lower back. If you need a bit of extra support, you can gently press down through the palms of your hands. Use that breath the whole time. It's going to help us really find the work in the core, in the belly, rather than using all our other muscles. Exhale, tap. Inhale to lift. We have a few more here. Do not rush it. Feel those abs switching on. We go for 3. We go for 2. One more here. You're gonna keep those legs in tabletop. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lower the feet back down to the mat. We just take a pause here. Allow the body to sink back into the mat. We're going to work through one more exercise in tabletop. Now, if you had your feet down for the next one, try to lift them on this next one. So float them back up, really being careful to keep your spine in neutral, keep your hips level. Bring them back into that tabletop position. Now from here, I want you to bring the hands behind the head. Now we're keeping those legs in tabletop so that we can actually begin to work at those muscles right around that lower back. If we have the feet down, we're almost too grounded that we're not going to switch on those inner abs. So we're going to keep them in that tabletop position. Hands come behind the head. We're going to take just a few crunches here. Curl up, look in towards your belly. Gently release back down. Really important here not to let those shins drop. Keep them up, keep that lower belly working. With the breath, we exhale up, we inhale to lower. We're rolling through that upper back. We are only taking a few here. Now, if it is bringing too much tension through that lower back, then I want you to just place one foot on the ground. Go for about 2 crunches with just one leg in tabletop. And once you've done 2 on that side, you can switch. So you have got that option if you need that slight bit of extra support. If you can, however, I want both legs up. We only have 3 more. We go for 2. Make sure you're not holding that breath. Just one more here. And we release. Hug the knees into your chest. Good. Gently roll side to side. Massage out that lower back. We're going to come into a little bit of side lying to deepen that work into our glutes. So I want you to start on your right side. Come into a nice lengthened position on your right arm. Now I want you to have your shins towards the front of your mat and your back towards the back. So we're in sort of, again, that right angle position with the legs. You're going to grab your top hip, press it away from you to make sure the core is active. So we've just worked those inner abs. Now you want to keep them on here. In this position with those legs slightly in front of you today, I want you to squeeze into your outer glute. Float the top leg up and then lower it back down. Now make sure that your head is released, whether it's on your arm, maybe a pillow, maybe resting on your hand. We want no tension here. We're bringing the work into that glute. Now remember, we don't want to overwork the glute. We want to just activate those deep glute muscles, again, to take a little bit of pressure off that lower back. So we only have a few here. Important today to keep those legs in front of you, making sure that we're getting that outer glute working now. With the breath, we exhale up, we inhale down. We're here for about 3 more like this. We go for 2. On your next one, you're going to keep that leg lifted. Now from here, your knee is going to tuck all the way into your chest. Then we're going to extend that leg down towards the bottom of our mat, lengthen that foot away. Tuck in, extend straight down. As you do this, again, imagine that top hip is pressing away. Keep that core active. That's going to allow the spine to stay in neutral so that we're not putting pressure in the lower back. We're working in our neutral position, finding that stability. We just take 3 more here. Just like this, we go for 3. We go for 2. Now on our next one, you're going to keep that leg lengthened. I want you to just take it into a few pulses here. Really feel that glute switching on now for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, we're going to release that leg. Now before we do the second side, I want you to come into a 4-point kneeling position. So we're going to do a bird dog here. Before we do it, I want you to just release the lower back with me. Hands are underneath our shoulders, toes are untucked. We're going to inhale, drop the ribs down, look up towards your ceiling. As you exhale, we send the belly button to the spine. We curve the spine and we look down at our mat. Now, as you take these cat-cows, focus on that breath. Inhale up, exhale down. Now, really important not to force this movement. So we're not trying to be stiff here. We just want that breath to find a little bit of softness in the spine as we move. Nice and easy, nice and gentle. We're not creating tension, we're releasing tension. Let's go for 3, 2. We're going to find that point in the middle now in our neutral spine. Notice I'm looking between my hands, keeping that neck in neutral. Activate the core gently by drawing the ribs together. Now you're going to bring your weight onto your right knee and left hand. You're going to extend the other arm and leg out long. Float them up in line with your body. And then release back down to the mat. Shift the weight seamlessly here. Other side, extend, float up, release back down. Now notice my hips aren't swaying around. You want to keep that core on the whole time. Now as we do this, we're really finding a nice functional movement to support that lower back. It's not about how high the arm and leg go. It's about how long and lengthened you can reach them. Making sure that deep inner core is working the entire time. Exhale away, inhale to reset. Lovely work. We're going to take 1 more on either side. Keep that sway in the hips as minimal as possible. Final 1 here. We're going to release by finding a child's pose. Send the hips back. Open the knees out, release towards your heels. If you need to place a pillow between your heels and your hips, you can fully release down. Allow the head to drop into your mat. If you have someone with you, this is a great time to get them to just place their hands on your lower back and just put a little bit of pressure here to really release that lower back. Let's take 1 more breath here. We're going to come back into our side lying. This time we're on our left arm. So make your way down onto the mat again. Remember, our backs are towards the back of the mat, shins are towards the front, in that sort of right angle position. Once again, we're going to grab that top hip, push it away from us. Squeeze the abs on, feel that control. We activate that right glute, float the leg up, release it back down. Feel that squeeze in the glute before you lift the leg. We are not burning that glute out. We are simply finding a little bit of activation here to support our back. All of the side lying stuff, those bird dogs, are really important. They're real functional movements. They're going to help us find that support in our lower back through everyday life movements. So we want to try and work ourselves so that we can feel good as we move throughout our day, rather than just finding static positions, static stretches. It's important to work through those functional movements. Let's take 2 more here. Next one, we're going to keep that leg up. Now you're tucking the knee into your chest. You're sending that leg directly down to the bottom of your mat. Squeeze the abs, draw in. Release back out. Inhale, tuck. Exhale to release. Now those cat-cow stretches we did on 4-point kneeling in that child's pose are great ones to do as much as you can. We're really going to lengthen the spine, create space between the vertebrae, which is really going to release that lower back. Let's take 2 more here. On your next one, we're keeping that leg long. We are going for those pulses up and down. Continue to squeeze for 3. We go for 2. 1, let's release. Down, there. Good. Now we are going to take a stretch for the glutes now to really open up that whole pelvic floor region to release that spine. So I want you to come back down onto your mat. Again, allow your head to release here. Let's place our left foot into the mat. Bring the right leg on top of the left. Open that right knee out nice and wide. Now I want you to hug that left leg if you can. Bring it in towards your chest until you find a stretch in that right glute. So this is just going to begin to release that glute a little bit. So we've built that tension to activate, to support the spine. Now we want to release it as well so that we've got space to move in the spine too. If it helps here, shut the eyes down and really breathe into the stretch. Sometimes I like to place a pillow under my lower back here just to give it that extra support in the stretch. So that's an option for you if you feel like the ground feels a little bit hard or you're not quite getting that stretch in the glute. It will help support you here. We bring our attention back to that breath we found at the start. In through the nose, deeply out through the mouth, softening the body with each exhale. Really feeling that deep release in the body. We take 1 more breath on this side. We're going to nice and easy just change sides. Place the right foot down, left foot comes on top. Open that left knee out. Hug that right leg if you have that flexibility. Pull it towards you, shut the eyes down and feel that release in the left glute. As you inhale, feel those ribs expanding to either side of your mat. As you exhale, feel the tension slowly releasing from the body, from the mind. We take 1 more breath here. I want you to just gently place the feet into your mat. Have quite a wide stance here. Keep those eyes closed if you can. You're just going to gently begin to drop your knees side to side. Now as you do this, just like that cat-cow, don't force the movement. Just allow the weight of your body and the breath to gently drop you. Find a bit of softness in the movement, a little bit of ease. We are creating space in our body to move with freedom. Let's take 2 more here. We are going to hug those knees back into our chest 1 more time. I want you to really get them a nice tight squeeze here, a nice warming hug. As close as you can, whether you're hugging in front of your shins or behind your thighs. Now the more you hug here, the more release you find in your lower back. Once you've got a nice grounded hug, just gently rock side to side again, allowing that lower back to release into the mat. I love to do this routine at the end of my day, especially if I've been sitting a lot or Actually, often if I've been moving a lot and I've actually created too much tension in my lower back, it's a great way to unwind and to release. Let's take one more rock here. We're going to slowly open the eyes, release the legs. You can stay lying down or come up to sitting. I want to take just 2 breaths together here. So find a nice comfortable position. If the eyes are closed, you can keep them closed. We're going to breathe in again through the nose. Breathe out, softening the body. We take one more here. Keep the eyes closed, and just a quick scan. We want to make sure we are activating those deep core muscles. If we can, working in tabletop, working in that neutral spine. We want to activate into those deep glute muscles to help strengthen that space around the lower back so that we have that freedom to move, which is also why we release and stretch the glutes. And we mobilize the entire spine through our cat-cows, finding that functional strength in our bird dogs. Keep the eyes closed. I want one more breath here to finish. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Thank you for joining me, guys. We'll see you back here next time.